Let's go, let's go, let's go. Remix. Hey. Let's go, hey. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We gon' do it one more time and set the record straight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We gon' do it one more time and set the record straight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. 6, 7, 8. 7, 8. 8. 8. 7, 8. 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. 8.
What's up? What's good? It's me, Ro Reacts, and I'm back. I'm Ro, and if my voice happens to find you today, I hope all is well. Everything said on Ro Reacts channel is alleged. It is in my opinion and for educational and entertainment purposes only. It is how I view what I see on TV and social media. My perspective, my opinion. What Ro has to say and how I perceive it. Y'all ever notice how certain numbers just seem to show up everywhere? Today, we're diving deep into the numbers 9, 11, and 13. Numbers that hold unique meanings and cultures all around the world and in America's history too. These numbers are more than just symbols. They carry stories, mysteries, and for some, even a touch of divine energy. First up, we have the number 9. In numerology, 9 is considered the number of completion. Not an ending exactly, but more like reaching the finish line of a race. It's the final single digit, so it's like the wise elder of the numbers, representing maturity, enlightenment, and a higher perspective. First off, let's talk about math. But I promise you, it won't be boring. Multiply 9 by any number, then add the digits of the result together, and what do you get? 9 every time. No matter how high you go, it's like it knows who it is and doesn't need anyone to change it. And it's not just math. Cultures around the world have been fascinated with the number 9 forever. Let's start with ancient Egypt and Greece. For them, 9 was tied to the gods. They saw it as a number that connected humans to bigger cosmic order, divine plans. Then there's Buddhism, where 9 symbolizes spiritual virtues like compassion, joy, and wisdom. In Hinduism, 9 is considered sacred and connects to the many of their gods. In the Bible, Jesus died in the 9th hour. Then there are 9 fruits of the Holy Spirit: love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control.
There's a little something you can ponder in your mind, something that has never been explored along these lines. Paint a mental picture of the guns you can find, and I'll show you why we're so fascinated with the 9. The reason that we like it doesn't lie in the design. The secret of our adoration lies behind the 9, the number. It has a special meaning that's divine, a spiritual significance that needs to be defined. Man's relationship with the number 9 is odd. It has its beginnings and its origins in God. Here is an example that I'm giving to you first. Consider there are 9 planets in the universe: Mercury, Venus, Earth, then the Mars, plus the other 5 planets rest among the stars. They're all heavenly bodies, but herein lies the wisdom. Consider that your heavenly body has 9 systems, a planet for each system, a system for each planet. This seems to be a symbolism that we take for granted. Circulatory, reproductive, skeletal, and nervous, muscular, and endocrine. The others go research it, and then just prepare. The universe is 999 times 999 times squared. There's a little science from the time dropped right from the mind of the sign, number 9. 9 represents birth, completion. That's
right.
all. Take notice how the 9th month is the start of fall. It's the 3rd out of 4 seasons, so peep what you find, that the 3 for the season is the square root of 9. Bullets from the 9mm keep on gunning. My mother Ty said that 9 is the number of the woman. So look closely at the word feminine, and you will find, if you break it down right, that it's really fem in 9, the woman in 9. And that's just a segment, because a 9 looks like the bottom half of a woman when she's pregnant. So peep how it takes her 9 months to have a baby. Approximately 270 days she carries her seed. And that math is divine, because the 2 plus the 7 plus the 0 equals 9. A man, when he marries a woman, the band is placed on a woman's 9th finger on her hand. Surprising? Here is something a little more enticing. Retailers use a 9 in marketing and advertising. Pricing: a car is $20,099, gum is $79, candy is 99 cents, a gallon of gas $3.99. They do this because they know the attractiveness behind 9. It always multiplies back to 9. Use any number with a 9, you can find this is true. 9 times 2 is 18, and 1 plus the 8 equals 9. Know what I mean? 9 times 8, see, that's 72. The 7 plus the 2 is 9. This you can do. With 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7, even 9 times 9, 10, or 11, 360 degrees, you will find that the 3 plus the 6 plus the 0 equals 9. Got myself.
Moving on to the number 11, and this one gets a whole vibe of its own. 11 is seen as a master number, often representing intuition, spiritual awakening, and insight. For us, 11 has that mysterious, almost magnetic energy. If you ask someone about 1111, they might say, make a wish. But what they might not realize is that it's actually considered a doorway to manifesting intentions and aligning with your highest self. Some even believe that seeing 1111 on the clock is a sign to pay attention to what's happening in your life, like a mini wake-up call from the universe.
Okay,
The power of number 11.
9/11. That was one of the biggest days in world history, and it was the day that changed my life. I woke up, I saw the TV, I think I'm watching the movie Die Hard. Okay? All of a sudden, I'm thinking, wait a second. Flight 11 hit the World Trade Center that looks like an 11 side by side. They both have 110 stories. Let's see here. New York's the 11th state in the union. New York City, 11 letters. All this stuff. And I'm like, wait a second, what's going on here? Is this a coincidence? Because that's what someone with common sense would start thinking. Is this a coincidence? But see, I know history. And I've always studied history. You said you were into history too. When did the Great War end? The Great War, World War I, ended on 11/11 at exactly 11 o'clock. They were still firing bullets at each other at 10:55. But at 11, they all stopped. At that point, I'm like, okay, I don't know what's going on, but I see smoke. Because that's what common sense is telling me. At some point, it stops being a coincidence. When I see that Al-Qaeda attacked America on 9/11, I'm like, okay, that's one thing. Then when you see that Al-Qaeda attacked Mumbai, India on July 11th.
I think July 26th when they attacked Mumbai.
No, it was the 11th. You can actually look it up because I already used this example many times. And then they attacked Spain on the 11th too. Those are the 3 biggest attacks in Al-Qaeda's history. So I'm thinking, okay, so now it's getting to the point where do people out there actually know something that other people don't? Because why are they doing things on specific events? Let's talk about the pandemic. The World Health Organization called COVID-19 on February 11th. Why they picked the 11th? And guess what? They said it was an official pandemic on March 11th. So you tell me, when does this stop being a coincidence? Because they keep doing this over and over on big events.
Now, let's talk about the number 13. It's got a bad rap, being called unlucky and all. But historically, this number's got some major energy. In ancient cultures, it symbolized transformation and renewal. But somewhere down the line, people started fearing it, especially in Western societies. Many indigenous cultures didn't fear the number 13. For them, it was the number of harmony and cycles. The Native American lunar calendar is based on 13 moon phases in a year, symbolizing renewal and balance. In the United States, there's a whole superstition around the number 13. Many buildings skip the 13th floor entirely. And it's not just an American thing, it's global. This fear has even given a name, Trix-Kaka-Ba-Ba-Ba, the fear of 13.
Now, if you've grown up in Western society, you've probably heard the notion that the number 13 is bad luck. So let me tell you and explain to you why you've been taught that and why that's the furthest from the truth. Now, we all know oftentimes ancient sciences are taken and perverted and given back to us in a manner so that we can be fearful of it. And the science behind the number 13 is pretty much the same. Part of that predictive programming has to do with this, and what we know is Friday the 13th, or when we automatically see this mask, we recognize Jason. But do we really understand the dark science behind Jason? So Jason, or July, August, September, October, November, is talking about an expression of an energy. The return of the sun. Because 13 represents Sirius, it represents the dark sun. If you think about it this way, it's the next level up. So if you have 12 cranial nerves, the 13th would be the pineal gland. The 12 zodiac signs, well, the 13th zodiac sign is the serpent bearer. If you have the 12 knights of the round table, where the 13th is King Arthur. You have the 12 tribes of Israel, where the 13th is you. You have the 12 disciples, the 13th is Jesus. So 13 represents the next level up of energy that has to come through. You see, it's all allegory, it's all symbolic, it's all referring to the stars, and also it's referring to yourself. Do you know that in the Bible it referenced taking 13 years to build Solomon's temple? Did you think about why they say that there are 13 bloodlines that have to do with the elites of the United States? Also, consider the fact that there were 13 original colonies in the United States. Think about the fact that the flag has 13 stripes. You know, the dollar bill, there's a pyramid with an eye on it, and it states E pluribus unum. Do you know that that's 13 letters? Did you know that the eagle has 13 feathers, and over the eagle's head there's 13 stars that's making up the Star of David? I talked about July the 4th before. Did you know that has 13 letters? Astronomically, the sun is at 12 degrees and the star of Sirius is at 13 degrees during the 4th of July when that conjunction happens with Sirius. Did you know there's 13 weeks between seasons? See, this is ancient. This is age-old information that's been taken and perverted and given back to us in a manner so that we do not desire to tap back into this ancient information. Because if we ever did, it pretty much would be a wrap.
So there you have it, 9, 11, and 13. These numbers may seem like digits, but they carry stories, secrets, and energies that run deeper than we may ever think. If you enjoyed this journey into the hidden meanings of numbers, make sure you like, subscribe, and drop down in those comments to let me know how you really feel. And I'll see you on the next Ro Reacts video.